Greetings, Tengagers. I'm Bishop, your host, and you're watching Tengaged Confidential, your source for news, information, tips and tricks, and anything else related to Tengaged.com. Today in Shop Talk, if you didn't realize it, getting a shop open is kind of like winning the lottery. And once you have it open, it's kind of like being in the mafia. Owning a successful shop can be one of the most rewarding things a player can accomplish on Tengaged. The benefits of owning a shop are many. First, you'll be able to reward your friends who have been loyal to you by selling or gifting a particular design for just a single tee. The fact that you know when you're going to post it can ensure that they get that item. That's why it's a bit like the mafia. The second thing is that you could, and I'm not suggesting it, but you could use the leverage of design gifting to sway people in stars games or blog gifting, etc. Last but not least, if your shop is successful, you can earn 100 tees a week, which really isn't a bad deal. The basic concept of setting up a shop is simple. Pay 10 tees, make a logo and description, and then bid a certain amount of tees, and pray and hope that you get one of those 3 prize slots for your shop. But like anything else in the world, everything is rigged or slanted, and for you to get ahead, you'll need to do more than hope and pray. You'll need to beat the odds. There are tons of people all trying to get their shop open, keyword shop, and their chances are slim to none. Why? Because while you only have one shop, they have set up 10 or 20. My good friend Spooky even told me he knows someone with 117 shops. So like buying a lottery ticket, your one shop does have a chance of being opened, but the guy with 117 shops stands a much better chance. Personally, I bought 10 shops myself. Now on to bidding. While all the players out there with multiple shops, the only way you're going to get yours in is with a max bid. The max bid is 500. If you bet anything less, I guarantee you won't get your shop opened. Don't worry about the money. It doesn't multiply in cost. For example, if you've got 5 shops and put a max bid of 500 on each, it won't cost you 2,500 tees. It's still only going to cost you 500 total. And if your shop doesn't open, you don't lose anything. You only have to pay 500 if it comes open. Now on to time management. That person with the 117 shops we talked about before, I heard they spent all week clicking the plus symbol to get all of their shops up to 500. This is absolutely ridiculous. I got a very useful tip from Sandizzle in regards to this. And before I go further, I want to say I do not work for, am sponsored by, or am any way affiliated with Google. Now, if you're using Google Chrome, you can go to the bidding section, right-click on 0 for the amount bet, click Change Element. Change it from 0 to $4.99 and then click Enter. Now plus it one time and save and you'll be at 500. You just saved yourself a hell of a lot of clicking. So good luck in opening your shop, and if you do happen to get one open, don't forget who helped you out with this tip, and gifting is always acceptable. Today in groups, I'd like to start with a warning. I received a tip from a player who was playing The Amazing Race, which is group number 1307, which is hosted by Jamie N8954. This player recently received a one-day ban after they completed one of the tasks assigned to them during the game. Jamie, the group administrator, created a forum for each player and told them that they had to post 1,000 comments in that forum to complete the task and to get a clue for the next task. This player, acting upon good faith, completed the task, but was then banned for spamming the group page. To make matters worse, not all of the players who completed the 1,000 comment task were banned. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyway, I was searching through the Tengaged Terms of Service page as well as the facts page on Tengaged.com to find a concrete list of bannable offenses. And all I found were very vague suggestions as to what is bannable. Considering the circumstances of this specific situation, the lack of experience of the banned player, and the solid experience of the group administrator, as well as the lack of concrete list of bannable offenses easily accessible by Tengaged users, I feel that the player should have never been banned, that the group administrator should have been banned for posting a task for players that would get them banned. And I also feel that Tengaged moderation needs to work to improve player awareness in regards to terms of service and violations, because players are getting banned left and right for stuff they don't even know that is wrong. Also, only certain players are getting banned for doing the same violation as others. There's something really wrong here, and I just want to raise awareness about this. For those who have been watching Celebrity Deathmatch, the results from the final match are complete. In a 51 to 49% poll vote, your Season 1 Deathmatch champion is Shmoo. He will be receiving a complimentary Jixty card from me worth 74 Ts. He will also be returning to the ring to defend his title in Season 2, which will start March 1st. Also, the winning bet goes to Dolphin1010, who has won himself a spot on Episode 7 of Tengaged Confidential, as well as a guaranteed seat in Celebrity Deathmatch Season 2. By the way, in Season 2, I'm working on getting sponsorship for one of the shops to gift the Season 2 winner with a nice design. Sign-ups are now open for Season 2, so go to www.tengaged.com/group/2829 and take your chance at glory or death. Today's spotlight group is called The Hunger Games, hosted by Something Posh. This game is based upon the novels of Suzanne Collins, which is about a post-apocalyptic America now called Panem, where 12 poor districts are run by the rich capital, who every year demands a tribute of 2 teens from each district to compete in what's called the Hunger Games. Like in the story, 24 Tengagers will compete in the Hunger Games to be the last man standing, as they have to kill off all the other players within the game to win. It's run on a 10 by 10 grid system, where each day players can move so many squares, pick up weapons, attack, defend, or eat, and as the days go by, the grid gets smaller and smaller, forcing players to fight to the death or die. As an additional feature, they have a forum where players can do a little role play at the same time. The game is currently in its first playing, so I'm sure there's some kinks that still need to be worked out, but overall I think this is a very interesting group game and deserves some attention. I also got into reading the story a little bit, and what I read, it says that rich people would actually gift the players of Hunger Games in the original story with food or weapons, etc. As a suggestion for this game, I would say the only thing that could make the game more unpredictable and get more Tengagers involved would be to incorporate a polls system where audience members vote on players, and the winner of those polls could receive a gift such as a food basket or a 9mm to help them out in the game. Again, awesome game. You guys should check it out. That's The Hunger Games, hosted by Something Posh. As a personal message, recently a small minority of players, literally less than 5, decided to post some hate blogs about me. Now, I could care less that a few individuals are crying because I voted them out, but I'm not going to sit back and watch as they smear my name to the rest of the Tengaged public who don't even know me. To set the record straight, I want to start by saying that Tengaged is a social game where the goal is to vote out opponents in an effort to win the game. Different players have different strategies to accomplish this goal, and my strategy is both sound and honorable. I make alliances with people and stay loyal to them throughout the game, and I do my best to win POV when I can. I'm not a spam champion or a backstabber. In one of the hate blogs, they said that I only target people who have bets on them or people with really high rankings. This is completely false. I simply target threats. If you're winning a lot of POVs and head of household, or I can tell that you're an opposing alliance, I'm going to target you or try to break up your alliance. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, if you don't try to target threats, then you're retarded and you're just going to get walked all over in every game that you ever go in. I don't play to win a particular game where I'm backstabbing everyone to get to the top spot. Yeah, you can win the game that way, but you're not going to win all of your games in the future. I find that if you make an alliance and stick with those people in the game, even if you don't place well in the future, they'll stick by your side, and overall you'll get a better placement. So, to those of you who are hating on me, quit whining because I identified you as a threat and took you out. I mean, consider it a compliment. By the way, directly following this post, I'm going to put up 2 more blog posts, one for people who hate me and one for people who support me. Please comment on either one. Tell me how you feel, whether you like me, hate me, respect me, whatever. Just tell me how you feel. And anyway, I thank you for watching Tengaged Confidential, and I hope you all have a nice day.